and some very warm temperatures that is really from the Midwest eastbound.
Yeah, it's very unusual this time of year to get severe weather in this part of the country, at least, and we've had multiple reports of tornadoes that have touched down. We're going to talk about that extensively tonight on Abrams and Bettis Beyond the Forecast, but we have some pictures we want to show you.
We have a new tornado watch that just popped up that does include Michigan. That was invalid until 2 a.m. Then we have our watch area here into Illinois. That's valid until 9 Central, into Missouri, 9 Central as well, and then back all the way towards, including Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's valid until 10 o'clock local time. What does that mean? That means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather. Within these watch areas, we are talking about hail up to 2 inches. That means just over golf ball size. That can dent your car and cause some damage. Winds gusting to 70 miles an hour, and of course tornadoes. 8 reported tornadoes today. And what this means is people send in tornado reports. Some of these can actually be duplicates. Maybe one person 3 miles away calls in the same tornado that touched down a few miles before that. So we could see some of those decline, or we could see the numbers go up as the threat continues into the evening hours. So here we go into Chicago. At last check, we were talking about 3-hour delays in and around Chicago thanks to the thunderstorm that passed through and is now over Lake Michigan. We do have tornado warning in Muskego and Newaygo counties, as a matter of fact, and the storms are also just south of Milwaukee. There was a stronger thunderstorm that is now passing over Lake Michigan as well. Here into northern Illinois, outside of Rockford and Hartford, Illinois, a train actually overturned. So this is very significant, and this could cause some big-time damage. And as I watch the radar go down, you can see these storms. Look at that one. That is going to be a nasty storm, and we actually do have a tornado warning here that is right over the border of Illinois and also into Missouri, Calhoun and Greene County until 6:15 local time. All of these storms are basically moving eastbound here, so you do have to watch out for that if you are east of these areas. Down into Missouri, Springfield, several tornado warnings actually on cells here, and you can see them listed in the upper right-hand side of your screen, several of them there. Again, you want to get to the lowest part of your home and also the interior portion of your home if you do not have a basement located there for you. So severe weather happening here. What is going on? Well, we do have this very warm, buoyant air. Right? We're getting a southerly flow ahead of this system here, so that's bringing us the moist, buoyant air. Then what we have is a cold pocket aloft. This is actually riding over our frontal system, and that is actually going to make it even more unstable. We also have that wind shear, and that is what's causing all of these tornadoes here. So as we head into the overnight hours, this is going to continue. Let's show you the forecast here as we head through tonight. Places like Michigan, remember, we just had that watch area issued here, including Michigan. Chicago, you're not out of it. St. Louis, Little Rock, and just to the east of Dallas, where you see the red, is where we could see that the biggest probability of severe weather. Outside of that, you still could see some strong thunderstorms. Do we typically see tornadoes this time of year? Well, you probably guessed no. And you know what? You're correct. We typically see more tornadoes during that spring event into the summertime. As you look at places like December, you know what? It's not unheard of to get tornadoes here. That is our look at our 10-year average. So what is the forecast looking like here for the central part of the U.S.? Well, what's going to happen is these storms are going to continue to move east. So if you're east of where they are right now, you need to stay tuned because we're going to show you the forecast, and it does bring more strong thunderstorms east of where they are for today. Detroit, Chicago, still some rain for you, and still warm temperatures here from the Great Lakes all the way down to the south. Little Rock, we could see some thunderstorms, but it will be drier in places like Oklahoma and Dallas. To talk more about the heat, lining up in the west will be problematic.
Sure.
A lot of eating with all the diners. They go to all the diners.
I would not want to be a candidate right now because it's all they're doing is eating.
Eating, I know. Starve yourself before you get to New Hampshire.
Exactly. All right, folks. Coming back, we move to the other coast. We go over to the left coast for a look at what's going on there.
From Michigan all the way down into Oklahoma. We want to take you into Missouri, however. That's where we do have 5 tornado warnings in a line around the Springfield area. We'll pop them on for you here where you see the red outlined areas. Those are tornado warnings. Everything moving from the southwest into the northeast, and this is going to continue as we head into the evening hours. The counties those tornado warnings are in the upper left hand of your screen. So let's see